So, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is about to come out, and I know exactly what's going to happen. For those of you who are unaware, the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is a VR game taking place in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Now, you might be asking yourself, Pack Inventor, how on earth do you know exactly what's going to happen in this game? Well, I know because I had the exact same idea. Hey guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And you guys are probably thinking from that intro, ho ho ho, Pack Inventor. There's simply no way that you're gonna figure out what Scott was thinking based on an idea that you had. That was simply preposterous. I am rich and fancy and British for some reason. Probably not being rich or fancy or living in Britain. And you're probably right, I mean, it's not like we had the same idea. Except we did. You see, I have had quite a few video game ideas for Five Nights at Freddy's rolling around my mind for quite a while. One so much so that I don't even want to spoil it. That's idea number 1. Idea number 3 was a Golden Freddy video game where Golden Freddy is the bad guy and you're trying to defeat Golden Freddy. Ultimately, the true ending, guess what? You lose! There's a final game which is basically going to be my grand finale, and a bunch of unknown video games in between about children going after the glitch trap virus to try and eliminate it. But idea number 2 is what I want to focus on today. But that idea was a VR game about a VR game that's sister location themed. Now what do we see happening here? A VR game about a VR game that's sister location themed.
Coincidence? I think not.
But Pack Inventor, I can hear you saying, this is supposed to take place in the sister location bunker. It's not supposed to be an actual VR game. To which I respond to you guys, I doubt an actual trip to the sister location bunker would have itself a game called Whack-A-Bon-Bon. It only makes sense if this were a VR game. By the way, mini theory, Sun and Moon can be located within these mini games, which seems to suggest, is Sun and Moon one of the Funtime animatronics? It could be possible. Anyways, that's just a mini theory. Moving on. So, what was my idea? Well, my idea was the idea that we collect the tape that's glitching green. And when we do, we uncover Glitch Baby, who then instructs us to find all the other tapes. Find all the tapes, all the while she dumps some lore onto us. And finally, when we're all done, she lures us and tricks us into her possessing us. Why, you might ask? Why? To put her father back together. She's the main villain of my final secret game after all, with her project being to put her father back together. And at some point, she does. Maybe not in my series, but at some point. Anyways, you might ask yourselves, why on earth would you think of this? Well, put simply, FNAF VR was about scanning circuit boards and in order to get their pathfinding, ultimately unleashing the glitch trap. But wait a minute, what happened to that card? I mean, Glitch Baby didn't appear, and that card from Sister Location just kind of vanished. Well, this could be a reason as to what happened to it. Through 8-bit minigames, we would see Scrap Baby in the fire of the Sister Location place, when she drops her card, and then the whole thing fades to black. And then a second minigame which shows people exploring the ruins of the Freddy Fazbear Pizza place, only to then find the card, pick it up, and plug it into the game. So yeah, that's my idea. And I bet you 1-0 that Scott had the same idea. Ha! I got you, Scott! I beat you! I did what the game theorists couldn't way back with FNAF 4 and beat you to the punch, and this time with little to no evidence whatsoever. Except, I did it. I have the highest doubt that my theory is even close to correct. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, take a look at this. It's a screenshot from FNAF Security Breach, which, by the way, I have not played whatsoever. And in it, we see Gregory doing an Uno reverse on the golden fazbear, Glamour Freddy just being Glamour Freddy, and Vanessa licking ice cream. If this is why I've heard that it is from hearsay, then that must mean that this right here, this is exactly what we think. The Afton family, which means that Vanessa is baby in some way? She's either a robot version, robot human, or she is a reincarnation. I personally go with the reincarnation theory personally. Thank you DW Fan 91 for that theory. So, who's gonna be our new villain? Well, it's gonna be none other than Glitch Ballora. Now, why her, you might ask? Well, first of all, Ballora's always been interesting to me. Primarily because... What the fuck, people? Why do you guys think that Ballora is not possessed by Mrs. Afton? I mean, she's an homage to Mrs. Afton. When it only makes sense for the homage of a person who possessed by the person that they're homaging, it just makes perfect sense. Now, look at Midnight Motorist. What do we see? Well, we see a grave. Which who does this belong to? Does it belong to the crying child? To Elizabeth? Nope. Instead, it belongs to Mrs. Afton. Everyone wonders what this cartoon is about, where he goes, "The baby is mine."
Clara, I tell you, the baby isn't mine.
Count, I tell you that it is. You're the only vampire I've ever loved. And the baby turns his bottles into powdered milk.
That doesn't mean anything.
I think this is supposed to show the reason Afton started killing in the first place. Why he did his twisted experiments. It's because he lost his wife in a divorce, and maybe even she died. Hey guys, future me here. As it seems, It's Fantasy has beat me to the punch in this video here. You know what that means? It means I'm not alone in my crazy thinking. Thank you, It's Fantasy, for agreeing with me. Even though you beat me to the punch, which technically means you had no idea I came up with my idea to begin with. Anyways, thank you for agreeing with me nonetheless. And yeah, let's get back to the video now. Plus, it would also explain why the crying child would still be alive and would most likely be to run away, while also simultaneously explaining how Elizabeth would also still be alive. It's because neither of them have died yet. So anyways, there's even more evidence now with the FNAF Line 2 trailer. Take a look at Ballora. Her eyes are blue. Why are they supposed to be purple? Well, it could mean that she is possessed. Ballora is, anyways. Because purple is the signature color of the afton family. So with her having purple eyes, would perfectly match her being part of the afton family. Plus, then that would also explain why her eyes are not changed here. Because if she was in Ballora, that means she was in Golden Freddy. Since she was in FNAF's Inspire, it means she's no longer possessing Ballora. Plus, this is the video game incarnation, meaning that this is showing the original versions and not how they were depicted in the games. And this could totally be none other than strong evidence supporting her being possessed than her possessing Ballora. So, what happens here? Well, it's quite simple. Ballora gets her ass put into the game, she possesses someone, and then she sees this whole new world in front of her. She misses her family, she even goes so far as to forgive Afton, and decides it's time to put her family back together. So she does. She puts William back together, she puts her children back together, she puts the whole family back together again. Anyways, that's my theory for FNAF Helpline 2. I hope you liked it. Up to subscribe and hit the bell. And let's see which one I'm correct with. In fact, I'm even going to post a poll on Twitter asking you guys which theory you believe. Do you believe in the Ballora theory, or do you believe in the glitch baby theory? Just answer on Twitter. Yes for first one for glitch baby, second one for Ballora. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And until next time.